Hi everybody, my name is Marwan. I'm certified Windows Server and SQL Server. Today, before using T-SQL code for exercises, we need to install the instance of SQL Server. Okay, as you will see, it's straightforward, and you have just to click next for the installation. It's very easy, but takes a long time. You will need sometimes to to drink a coffee for waiting. Okay, for the installation, you can download the instance of T-SQL Server. Uh, on my side, I use SQL Server SQL Server 2012, but you can use SQL Server 2017 or 2014. It's not matter. The most important thing is to install, and then we can install later the database which we will use for our exercises, and then we will use T-SQL code for exercises. Okay, let's begin. Okay, for the installation we have the wizard for SQL Server. On my side, as I said SQL Server 2012. We need to use new SQL Server standalone. Okay, I click here, and then that is checking if everything is correct. Okay, everything is correct. I click OK. Okay, of course we have if when you will see you can download the instance of SQL Server. You will see the link in the bottom of this video. Check the bottom of this video and you will see the link. Of course, when we download the instance of SQL Server, we can use the free evaluation edition. Okay, free evaluation edition. It takes 180 days before expiration. It's enough, I think, for doing our exercises with T-SQL codification. Okay, then I will click next. Okay, of course I accept the license and all feature sent by Microsoft, and then I click next. Everything is correct. The setup update will be installed when you click next. Okay, here the setup the install setup files takes sometimes for the installation. We can wait a little bit for installation of all setup files. Okay, the setup installation file finished. uh, Before we continue, the most important thing to know to have is that the internet connection, because if you don't have internet connection, you can meet some errors. Okay, and the internet connection is very important for downloading and installing setup files and some framework.net. Okay, .NET frameworks is very important. And also you can have enough disk space. On my side, for just a trial, I have just a 20 gigabyte of disk space, but you can have more disk space for better installation. Okay, okay, as I said, we will continue. The most important thing is to have internet connection. You see that Microsoft.NET is installed. If I don't have internet connection, or if I didn't have internet connection, I will have error here. Okay, the internet connection is very important for good installation, and also to have enough disk space. Okay, everything is correct. I will click next. I will use just SQL Server feature installation because it's the most important service here. We have several services and feature, but the most important service here is database engine service. With the database engine service, we will use SQL Server Management Studio for using our T-SQL codification and exercises. Okay, we will check later. But the first thing here is just to install the SQL Server feature installation. We can use all feature, but that will takes longer time, and it's enough for us SQL Server feature installation. I click next. I can use for my database engine all integrated feature for my database engine. I check select all and I click next. Okay, everything is correct. I will click next again. As you see, it's straightforward. Just click next, 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 and choose the default instance from the wizard. We can choose the named instance, our specific instance name, but I can keep just the default instance. What our default instance is MS SQL Server. I can keep it and click next. As you see, the installation takes a long time, the several steps, but I think it's very important. As you see here, the most important thing also and required is to have enough disk space. It's very important. Two things to have: it's internet connection and enough disk space for good installation. If everything is correct, is enough disk space is correct, is available, we can continue our installation easily. Next. Okay, here our services is there are hidden services when we launch our database engine. We have several services here, and here we have this tab is collection tab. When I click collection tab, it just how I will install our instance is for example, here I can install French or English case insensitive and accent sensitive. What that mean? That mean case insensitive. That mean we can use capital letters or small letters. That not it's not matter. But accent sensitive, if you use accent, it's matter. Okay. When you, for example, when we use a request, for example, select for example my name Marwan with capital M, or select Marwan with small letter, it's not matter. But if I use some accent in my request, that can be different. Okay, it's very important collection when we install the instance. Also, as I said, we have here French case insensitive, accent sensitive, and we can have English case insensitive or accent sensitive, and we can customize. Okay, it's just for your information when you install the SQL Server instance. Okay, we return to service account tab, and we see all services here, hidden services, when we install our database engine. Okay, next. Okay, of course, for the authentication mode, we have two type of authentication. We have mixed mode or Windows authentication. If I use Windows mixed mode, I have to enter the new password for my SQL Server instance. Else, I can just use Windows authentication to access to my SQL Server instance. Okay, and the user which will connect to the SQL Server's instance is the administrator. Okay, I am the administrator of this instance, and I use add current user. I am the current user, and I am the administrator of the instance. Okay. Okay, we have just to wait to add the current user. Okay, I am the current user. I'm the administrator of the instance. Also, I'm the administrator of this Windows Server because I use Windows Server 2012. You can use Windows Server 2016. It's not matter. And I installed SQL Server 2012 on my Windows Server. Okay, I am the current administration of Windows Server, and I can be also the current administrator for SQL Server. Okay, the current user is the administrator. it's more important. It's very important to be the administrator for to access the instance. Okay, as I said, we can use mixed mode or Windows authentication mode. I can keep just the Windows authentication mode when I enter the instance SQL Server instance for authentication, and I will access it as administrator. Okay, next. Also, here we can keep it by default. It just another added services, optional services for analysis services. It's used for the BI, the business intelligence, the person who work with the business intelligence services. Okay. For our case, we will use database engine and especially SQL Server Management Studio for using T-SQL codification. Okay, I can keep it empty and click next. Okay, I will use the okay, I will add current user. Okay, I am the administrator. I am the user of this service. Okay, I can click next now. Okay, here is this is also for business intelligence services, because for business intelligence services we have reporting services, analysis services, and also integration services. Okay, I click next. We will not use these services because as I said, is advanced services for the BI. Okay, and on our side we use SQL Server Management Studio for T-SQL codification. Next, add current user. I'm the administrator. Okay, next. Also, this is advanced services. I can click next. Error reporting. Next. You can see this several steps. Next. And now everything is correct, ready to install. After several steps for the installation, as I said, the most important thing is to have enough disk space and internet connection. And when we use the service, and if we need to access our instance, we can access it. It's better to access it as administrator, sorry, and also access it for as Windows authentication or mixed authentication. Okay, now after these steps, I can launch the installation. The installation will take a long time. As I said, you can drink a coffee, and the installation can take half hour or 45 minutes before to complete all the installation. Okay. Later we will see we will install our database for exercises, and then of course we will use T-SQL for T-SQL codification, several T-SQL exercises like select request, select clause, or where clause, or order by clause. We will see that later. The most important thing is to install the engine first, the instance first, of course. Install the engine, and then in the next video we will see the SQL Server Management Studio and some feature after installing our engine, and also we will install the database. Okay, you will see, as I said, all the links in the bottom of this video. Check the bottom of this video, and you will see and download the instance of SQL Server. You will see also and download the database. This SQL Server tutorial is for the person who need to know the SQL Server, the T-SQL codification, and improve their T-SQL knowledge. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and see you for next video. Don't hesitate to like and share, please. It's very important for me. Thank you so much. See you to next video. Thank you.